Who am I? You sure you want to know?
Taking a closer look at a new release on screens from a faith perspective.
Please tell me that's not a Pontiac Fiero strapped to a rocket engine?
Impressive. I know.
This is The Review.
Yes, and as one man we go to, we pull him out of his toy box every week to take us to the movies. It is, of course, Russ Matthews from realdialogue.com. If you want to check out more great conversations around faith and film, go to rweldialogue.com. Talking about Toy Story 5 this week. Welcome to the show, Russ.
It's to infinity and beyond to be on your show today, Aaron. So I'm looking forward to it. And so we'll definitely be able to see kind of talking about this fifth chapter in the Toy Story franchise. So is this one worth seeing or not?
Yeah, we are talking about Toy Story 5.
Honey, there's a package for you.
Oh, thank you.
Hi there, I'm Lilypad. Let's play.
Oh, extinction, not again.
Yes, Toy Story 5.
Over now.
Okay.
I want to talk to you, Device.
Please, call me Lily.
Me and the toys have been working all summer to try and get Bonnie to make friends.
Yeah.
But then you had to ruin
Got it.
You're not even listening to me.
I'm always listening. See?
Now look here. Me and the toys have been working all summer.
Now in Spanish.
Con los gemelos Jordan, al otro lado del
What?
It is number 5 in the franchise, Toy Story 5. Just when you kind of go, I mean, surely they've run out of stories to tell here. Look, what are they approaching us with this time?
Yeah, you know what? I kind of went, I will be honest with you, I went into this a little skeptical going, come on, the fifth one, what are we going to do? But they've managed to find it again, and mainly because they're really hitting on probably the biggest topic when it comes to families, children playing, that would be technology. Technology entering into your house. Lilypad is now being introduced as this character that's being introduced to Bonnie, who, if you can remember, was the child that received all of Andy's toys and has been playing with them, but then all of a sudden when Lilypad shows up, all of a sudden she loses interest in everything. But that also has an impact not only on her and her toys, but also has an impact on her friendships and her family. So this is a really fascinating one to be able to kind of delve into and enjoy with Buzz and Woody.
Yeah, now, of course, beloved main characters are usually Buzz and Woody, but I believe this one actually takes a bit of a different focus where these guys are in it, but maybe taking a little bit of a backseat or maybe not playing a central role.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, as they get on in age, they definitely can't get as much screen time because they're a little bit older. But Jessie is the main focus of this one, and she is Bonnie's favorite. But all of a sudden now she's being rejected, but she wants to help kind of bring Bonnie back, as it were. But even more importantly, that she would be able to find some friends. And so this one is definitely Jessie's story, but it's not that it takes away anything from the magic that really is kind of the whole Toy Story franchise.
Now, it has now been 30 years or 31 years since the original Toy Story came out, which is crazy. The original was one of those movies I used to have every line memorized, having a VHS copy, kids ask your parents, and watching it over and over and over again. Obviously now I'm a grown up with my own kids. As they get back into this, does this feel like it's for the new generation of kids? Is this for the parents? Have they found a way to make it for both?
Yeah, you know what? I could probably say yes to both of those questions in the sense that Andrew Stanton, who's actually the director for this one, who, if you can remember, he directed Finding Nemo and WALL-E. He kind of gets us back to Pixar and what they did so well before, and that they made a film that parents are going to love, children are going to really enjoy, and then you be able to enjoy it together. And then on top of it, there's so many great conversation points afterwards that I love about it, that there's a great message in this film, but it's not so heavy-handed that you're not still entertained. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry, and you really are going to be able to enjoy this time together as a family.
That is probably an important note. It is very often you'll go into a Pixar film and maybe need some tissues with you. Is this the case for this one?
Yeah, there's definitely some time. There are definitely some tear-jerking moments, but then there's also a whole bunch of laughs. And also many times the laughs are at the expense of the characters themselves. I mean, in the sense that Woody and Buzz are getting old. I mean, Jesse is too, and to a certain extent, but they even kind of have some fun with the fact that these two characters are getting older, and yet they still have value in the toy box.
Yeah, wonderful. Now, if parents are thinking, I might take my kids to this one, is there an age recommendation? Is this going to appeal to all ages? Do they need to be above a certain age?
You know what? There's really nothing that's too scary about this film. Because even the original Toy Story, if you can remember all the way back, there were some scarier elements, kind of, especially when you went across the street into the next door neighbor's room.
Oh,
but
Sid.
This one isn't necessarily. Yeah, Sid. Yes, but it's not necessarily. We don't have that. I think it's just some of the themes are very kind of big, and so probably anybody under the age of 5 may not really be able to engage with it outside the fact that they just love Buzz and Woody. So I really say this is for any age, but it all kind of comes down to whether or not they can sit through the whole film, and that doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 8 or 80. Can you sit all the way through it? I think you can really enjoy it all the way to the end.
That's great. We are, of course, talking about Toy Story 5. It's in cinemas now. Now, Russ, I mean, when number 3 came out, we thought they have nailed this. It's a perfect finish, maybe one of the greatest Pixar/animated films of all time. They came back with number 4, which was good. Number 5 is here. It sounds like it's a big thumbs up as well. Do you think they're done, or should we be? Have they set up anything here where you think maybe they're going to do another franchise?
Well, you know what? I don't know. It's hard to speculate. I'm kind of hoping they're done. I feel like they've squeezed all of the juice they possibly can out of this thing. They do have a bucket load of characters that they could potentially kind of connect with and maybe even have some spin-offs if they want to. But I think they've done a great job in getting this film back on track, and I really do think this is one of the best of the Toy Story films. I'll let you debate on which one you like the most, but I think that there is potential for it, but I'd really hope that this would be a great finish to a really great franchise.
Amazing. Now, of course, you love having great conversations off the back of film, particularly around faith. What are some of the convos maybe parents might be able to have with their kids or with each other coming out of this one?
Yeah, I mean, there are so many different ones that you could. There's definitely one on friendship and the value of friendship and really knowing your friends. But probably the big one, and that's right out front, even in the trailers you can see, is the evils supposedly of technology. But what I love about this film, especially being from a company that makes computer generated films, that maybe they don't necessarily want to completely vilify technology, and they don't in the end. And not to spoil it for anybody, but I think one of the things that they really prove and show, and it'll be a great conversation for you to have with your kids, that technology itself isn't really bad. It's just what we do with it, or if we overuse it, is really what makes it bad. And so really kind of having that discussion on the fact that you don't necessarily have to use technology for everything, that actually engaging with real life is worthwhile, especially with family and with friends. And so I think that it's a great talking point, and one that I think families will be able to enjoy driving out of the cinema smelling of popcorn.
That's awesome. Well, it is Toy Story 5. It's in cinemas now, and it's a big thumbs up from Russ. Of course, we always encourage you do a bit of research for yourself just to make sure it is going to be appropriate for, especially for your family. You'll know your kids, of course, what will work or not work for them. But all in all, sounds like a nice, safe movie to take the kids to, and actually a good film, which is always great as well. Russ, I am going to put you on the spot. What is the best Toy Story film?
Oh, I'm still with you. I'm actually Toy Story 3 is still my favorite. I think the ending to that is just you cannot top it, when him driving off into the sunset and everybody waiting. If you're not like bawling every single time you see that, I still think Toy Story 3 is great. 5 is really up there, and then the first would probably be one of my favorites just because it was so original and so new. How about you, Aaron? What's your favorite?
Yeah, I think number 3 for sure. I'd go 3, then number 1. I'm trying to remember 4, which maybe makes me think 4 is ranked a little lower. I actually think 2 gets overlooked a little bit because 3 was so good, because 2 was one of those rare times where they did make a sequel that was probably as good or better in terms of the action and stuff, and facing off Zurg. So yeah, I reckon I'd go number 3, number 1, number 2. I haven't seen this one yet, so I'll see where it slots in, but number 4 at the bottom there.
Yeah, I look forward to kind of hearing where you would put this in the toy box and which one would it definitely be one, especially now that you've got a new generation you're going to be able to share this with and be able to kind of see what your kids think about. And even going back and seeing some of those classics all the way, even though they're 30 years old, I think they still stand up.
If you want to check out more great conversations around faith and film, there's film reviews and great conversation starters off the back of films as well. Check out realdialogue.com. That's REEL dialogue.com. Well, Russ, thank you for being a friend for the show this morning.
Absolutely love it. And just so you know, I'm looking at the bottom of my shoe and it says Aaron on it. Just so you want you